Hey everybody, it's Jordan Cudliff. Today is December 19th, 2022. um, we're getting pretty close to the holidays here, and one of the things that's been on my mind is gratitude, and in terms of as we approach the holidays, I can't help but think about how different my life is now, going into Christmas as compared to the last basically 10 years or 8 to 10 years. What this time of year felt like, and just looking back at over the past 7.5 months that I've been clean, just how drastically different my life is in less than 1 year, and I'm really grateful for it. So today I'm just going to kind of recap some of the things that have changed in my life as a result of getting sober. I hope this doesn't come off as me being cocky or bragging in any way. That's really not what I intend here. It's just to, kind of shed some light on the fact that if you can just try to make a few positive changes for yourself and stick to them for a few months, if you can give getting clean a shot for half a year, 6 months, things really will pan out in a way that will keep you motivated. Because when you first start, those early days of sobriety, for me it was hell, and I wondered about whether or not I was ever going to be able to be happy, or have good memories, or look forward to things again. And I really worried about that. I just didn't think that I could find any joy in life off of drugs, especially those first week, 30 days, 60 days. It's hard, and you really doubt whether or not you're going to be able to find happiness and find things that you look forward to and things you appreciate, and just enjoy life on a day-to-day basis again. I didn't believe it. And where I am today, I just can't believe how much appreciation I have for life and how many things I'm grateful for. So that's really what this video is about, is to keep people that are in early recovery or just about to get into recovery, just trust the process, trust that time will heal, and things will get better if you can just commit yourself to not using no matter what, and having some blind faith that sobriety will bring you a better life. So for me, some of the things that I'm most grateful for since getting sober, other than like my family and my relationships and things like that, and I'll talk about that a little bit here, but just personally, I've lost 40 pounds and I work out every day, which is really crazy because I played soccer for my whole life, and then when I started drug addiction, I didn't work out for almost a decade. Working out was a huge part of who I was and a huge part of my lifestyle. And as soon as I started drugs, all that went out the window. It just totally changed my identity and the things I was into. And over the past few months, I've been working out every day. I've lost 40 pounds. I eat well. I stick to a diet. I can maintain that discipline. All things I couldn't do on drugs. I've gotten back to some of the things I love the most in life. I watch the World Cup. I watch football. I play fantasy football. I'm in football pools with my family. I coach and play soccer. Sports, just like working out, was a huge part of my identity. And for 10 years, as soon as drugs entered my life, all that went out the window. And so I'm really starting to, after 6-7 months here, I'm really able to get back to my true self and start enjoying some of the things I used to, and some of the things that are really important to me, that I just never made a priority when I was using. And that's been really special, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a way to connect with my family and other people in the community again, and just doing positive things that bring me joy. Because basically my life was sitting in my little tiny apartment, holed up, lonely, depressed, smoking meth, and just lost, wondering how in the fuck I'm going to get out of this situation. How am I going to turn my life around? And just really hopeless and lost and lonely and confused, and with no plan and no foreseeable way of getting out of the situation in it. and there's a lot of positive things in my life today. Some other things that mean a lot to me. Just obviously my relationship with my family, and I've been able to talk to my mom and my sister every day, and we have real conversations and fun conversations, and we laugh and we joke. I'm connected with my Uncle Joe again, who has always been a huge mentor for me that I just stopped talking to altogether, but I love very much. And I've been in his life. I've gone to see my Aunt Cheyenne multiple times. I've been to Utah for Thanksgiving. I made it to my best friend's wedding. I was the best man. He just sent me a thank you card for Christmas, and thank you for the wedding. And he said that I killed it as being his best man. And that sounds simple, but it means so much to me because, just a year ago, I wouldn't even have shown up to his wedding, and I wouldn't have, because I was just too fucked up and I couldn't go anywhere without drugs. And so the fact that I'm able to talk to all these people that I've cut out of my life for so long, and just reestablish those relationships and just feel connected with my family again and feel love again. And back to the wedding thing, he said that I killed it at his best man. That meant so much to me because I know that I haven't been a good friend to him for a decade, and so for the fact that I showed up and he thought I did a good job, it really tells me that I'm doing the right things, and I'm able to be there for the people that I love, and that's really important to me. And so, just to have those relationships back again. Some other, less dramatic things, but I've been able to buy Christmas presents for my family. So, that's not something you can do that you can afford when you're on drugs. All your money goes to drugs. I have these sober game nights with a really good group of people that I've met in recovery, and a couple people in particular in that group that I feel really close to and really connected with. That I just have so much fun when I'm with them, and we laugh. And it's we've had 2 game nights, and they've been two of the best nights of being sober. And so I couldn't go anywhere and have fun on drugs because all I was thinking about was, when am I going to be able to sneak away to get high? There's the absolute obsession that you have for drugs and using, and do I have enough drugs to get through the day? Do I have to go get more? Just constant. Everything revolves around getting drugs or using drugs, and you can never be present to play games and laugh with people because your mind's always elsewhere. So that's been really special. I've read 2 books and started a third, and I know that's not like a ton of reading in 7 months, but for someone who's addicted to drugs for 10 years and they didn't read a book for 10 years, I'm pretty proud of that. And I liked reading before I started using. So all these things, it's just so interesting that as I look back, all these things that were really important to me and that I used to do as hobbies, or the lifestyle I used to live, working out, sports, all that stuff, and I really did have good connections with my family prior to using. All these things that, were made up my life, immediately went out the window, or at least within a very short time of falling heavily into addiction. And so I'm so grateful to see some things in my life that are coming back into play, and I'm getting back to my old self, but in some ways. But I've also grown a lot as a person too. There's a lot of reasons that I ended up as a drug addict. So in these 7.5 months of sobriety, and the time that I'm going to continue to gain as I work in recovery, I'm always working on myself. And so there are things that I want to be better at, and there are things I want to work on. And as a result of being sober, I'm able to look at those things head on and understand that there are changes I need to make, and I can be a better person than I was before, and I can be a better person than I was yesterday, and I can grow as a person each and every day. And so, I try to do that every day, and I'm really excited about the future and the person that I'm working to be. I don't have my whole life planned out. I definitely don't. That's not what I'm preaching here, and I'm not trying to preach that there aren't bad or tough days in recovery. There definitely are, but you get through those days by just staying sober no matter what. And you don't have to know your whole future in life right now. I don't have to have that all figured out right at this moment. I know that if I keep doing the next right thing, good things are going to continue to come my way, and I am going to be able to build a life that I'm proud of. And so, it's just been an amazing 7.5 months. Seeing all the changes, and it's just a total different lifestyle, and the joy that I have that I definitely didn't have when I was using, and that I did not know if I'd ever feel again when I first got sober. To have that come back into my life has been truly a blessing, and it hasn't been all me. It's one thing I've learned in recovery, that I can't do this alone, and I've had a lot of people, friends, family, groups, sponsors, help me along the way, and I'm really grateful for those people, and you know who you are, and I really appreciate you, and I'm really looking forward to 2023. That's something that I haven't been able to say in a long time. That I'm looking forward to the future, and that I know there's going to be good things to come over the next year. So I'm just really grateful this time of year, and for those of you that are in recovery and or maybe going through a tough time or thinking about getting sober, or, hang in there. Be patient with yourself, and just don't use no matter what. And that's what's worked for me. Things do get better. The bad things, the tough days, they will pass, and that joy to life will come back again. Positive things will come back, and you will be able to build a life that you're proud of, a life that you enjoy, a life that you're grateful for. And so with that, I'll wrap up this video. I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas, good holidays, spend some time with people they love or people to support them, and you have a good Christmas and a great New Year's. I wish everybody the best. Much love, y'all. Peace.